Hi guys, how you doing? I want to do this. I want to do this welcome to week 6, and I want to go through week 6, um, so we can just get on the right track here and start wrapping things up. So this is a pretty important week because we're going to be talking about the typographic grid here. So I want to really just to draw your attention to a few different areas within the course. Okay, so you've got discussion one. That's the typographic grid, history, origins, and examples, and that's self-explanatory. That's going to be your discussion board, and then you have your short paper typographic grid redesign, and I want to talk about that in a second. Okay, so what I really want you to take a look at is this module resources over here, and let's just pop over there real quick. I want to show you a couple of things that are going to help you with this week and plus with your magazine as well. Okay, this graphic design tutorial, typography and design. I'm just going to show you guys this link real quick because there's a ton of tutorials in here, and you can, a lot of them are in CS6, but that's okay because the transition is really easy to find on Google. If it doesn't, it might be the same, but Adobe makes it really easy to find new commands and new homes for old commands, etc. So transitioning from CS6 to CC is relatively simple. So at any rate, there's a ton of really good tutorials in here, and I want you to come down to the bottom here. Where the heck am I? I think it was this one right here. And I want you to see that these are relatively short. Well, actually, this one's 16 minutes. So, but a lot of these are really short, and they're really user-friendly tutorials. That's why I picked them for this course. And if you have time, go through some of them, okay? And then I want to go over back to the module resources page, and I'm going to go into this article page layout and design, and I want you guys to take a look at something. But before I show you this, I want to go back and talk a little bit about this assignment right here, short paper typographic grid redesign. So basically, what is that? You're basically going to redesign a page. You're going to take a magazine page and you're going to redesign it. So how do you do that? Let's take a look over here, and let's jump into this. This is that page layout design from the module resources folder. So you can see these are the articles that we're going to be shooting at, and then this goes through all of the grids, the basic use of grids, why we use grids, and it gives some really wonderful examples here. So it's a great way to start your understanding on using and building the grid. I should say building and using the grid. Okay, so read through this, and basically, let me just show you an example, okay? This is a grid right here, okay? So for this assignment, suppose you have this, double spread 6-column grid, and that's your magazine article that you find, and you want to change the grid. So what are you going to do? You're going to basically design another grid and then design the page around that grid. So here's the original grid. So let's say you want to go to a grid that looks more like that. Oh, that's the same one. Like this. Okay, a 2-column grid. Or what if you want to change it to a grid that looks like this with the small those small columns on the outside of the page? Or do you want a modular grid? So what you're going to do is you're just going to redesign the page with a different grid. And there's even some examples here. Okay, so here's this grid right here in use, and you can see what they've done. It's overlaid over this this assignment, so you can really see how they've adjusted this layout to this grid. Okay, so that is it, the layout right there, and that's the original right there. So you can see how it's been redesigned using a different grid. So that's a really good example of how you're going to approach that excuse me, that assignment. Okay, and then and that's it really. So that's all we really have for this week. But I do want to bring your attention to a couple of other things here. I want you guys to think about research this week. This is week 6. You're going to be turning in your magazines here real soon, and we got to get these things really polished. So what I did is I'm going to post, after I post this video, I'm going to post a checklist of things that I'm going to be checking for in your final submission for your magazine. So fair is fair, right? I mean, I'm going to give it to you so that you have it right in front of you. What I'm going to be looking for, what I think is a good synopsis, a good objective list, as it were, for this course in the typographic rules that you should be carrying forward. The most important ones, anyways. Okay, so with that, let's just go ahead and get started, and I will see you guys. Everybody's doing great, by the way. You guys are an awesome class. Really enjoying myself. I hope you guys are too. But so let's carry on, and I will see you guys in discussion board. Okay, thanks very much.